Hi guys, welcome to my channel Sushruta. Today our topic is on general characteristics of pteridophytes. First, what is pteridophytes? Let's get from the root word. Here pteron means feather and phyton means plant body. Actually, the plant body which bears feather-like leaves are known as pteridophytes. These are commonly known as vascular cryptogams. Why means vascular? These are the first plants which bears the vascular tissues, that means xylem and phloem, and cryptogams. Cryptogams means crypto means hidden and gams means uh, gametes. Here the reproductive organs are hidden, so these are completely named as vascular cryptogams. Next, pteridophytes are commonly known as reptiles of plant kingdom because these are the first terrestrial plants. So these are known as reptiles of plant kingdom. This is an important point for the people who prepare for competitives. First, terrestrial plants, but not complete because they are not completely terrestrial. For what? They need water for their fertilization. Mostly pteridophytes are herbs, small plants, and some are woody, those are exceptions. Age of pteridophytes. Carboniferous period in late Paleozoic era is the age of pteridophytes because in that period the pteridophytes are abundantly present. Abundance of pteridophytes is seen in Carboniferous period of late Paleozoic era. Next, these are the most primitive vascular plants. As I said before, these are the first vascular plants. Habitat. Generally, pteridophytes are grown in cool, moist, and shady places. But for everything, we have exceptions, right? So, even we have for these. But some are xeric. Xeric means they grow in dry places. Like example, Selaginella lepidophyll and Equisetum arvens. And some are aquatic. Aquatic means they grow in water. Example, Marsilia and Azolla. And even some are epiphytic. What is epiphytic? Epiphytic means plants which grow on stems of other plants. Those are known as epiphytic plants. Example, Lycophodium plagmaria and Selaginella oregana. Don't worry about the notes, guys. I'll display these papers in the last minute of my video. You can take the pictures. Okay, next. The main plant body is sporophyte. It is diploid in condition. This sporophyte produces spores. And the main plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaves. If you remember, in bryophytes we will see root-like, leaf-like and stem-like. But here we have seen the plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaves. Next, these are non-flowering plants. We all know that. Flowers are absent. That is, seeds and fruits are absent. Obviously, if flowering is absent, then no ovule and no ovary. Then there will be no seeds and no fruits. That's it. When it comes to leaves, leaves are again two types, microphyllous and megaphyllous. Microphyllous. What is microphyllous? Look at the terminology here. Micro means small. That means leaves of small size. And simple venation. Simple venation means only one vein is present. And steels that lack leaf gaps. That means protostele is present in microphyllous leaves. Leaf gaps are absent in protostele. Examples of microphyllous leaves are Selaginella and Lycopodium. Next, megaphyllous leaves. Mega, the name itself denotes leaves of large size. And complex venation. Complex venation means many veins are present. That means branching of veins is seen. And presence of leaf gaps in stele. In stele, we can see leaf gaps. Examples of megaphyllous leaves are Pteris, Edianthum and Dryopteris. Okay, next, stem. The stem is erect, prostrate, underground and aerial. But in some forms, the stem is arborescent. that means growing upwards, up to 10 meters height. Example, cyathea. And another meaning is this cyathea is the tallest plant in Pteridophytes. It is the largest plant, and Azolla is the smallest plant in Pteridophytes. Next, vascular system. In vascular system, this is the conducting system actually, which conducts water and mineral salts, etc. It has xylem and phloem. Xylem has only tracheids, vessels are absent in majority, and in phloem only sieve tubes are present. That means companion cells are absent. For even this, we have exceptions. Vessels are seen in some members of Pteridophytes. Example, Selaginella and Equisetum. We can see vessels can be seen in some members of Pteridophytes. That is like Selaginella and Equisetum. Okay. Next, stele ranges from protostelic to polystelic condition. About this we'll discuss about later, because we have a topic that stellar evolution in Pteridophytes. It can come as a long answer or short answer for degree students. That means this stele ranges from protostele, this is the basic stele, protostelic, to polystelic condition. Secondary growth. Secondary growth is absent in Pteridophytes, in majority of Pteridophytes. Why secondary growth is absent? Because for secondary growth we need cambium. In Pteridophytes, the cambium is absent in majority of the Pteridophytes. But there are some exceptions for everything, right? In the species like Isotes, the secondary growth can be seen. It is also a species of Pteridophyte. Okay. Next, reproduction. Spores on germination gives rise to gametophyte or Prothalis. This is haploid. And zygote on development it converts into embryo, and embryo gives rise to sporophyte. But this sporophyte formation depends on gametophyte. Why, sir? Why it depends on gametophyte? You will know later while we study the life cycle. Okay. Next, alternation of generation is seen. That means sporophyte, haplophite, like that. That means haploid, diploid, diploid, haploid. Such type of generations is seen. So alternation of generation is seen. That means at one time we'll see sporophyte, on the other time we see gametophyte. Okay. For fusion of gametes we need water. Yeah, this is the reason why I said these are the first terrestrial plants but not complete, because they need water for fertilization. So Pteridophytes are the first terrestrial plants, but they are not completely the terrestrial plants. Okay. Next, let's get into our last topic, life cycle. Listen carefully, this is the most important topic. Life cycle. First, sporophyte. This is the diploid plant body. Two in condition. This is known as diploid. Okay. Sporophylls. What are sporophylls? Leaves which bear sporangia are sporophylls. What are sporangia? Sporangia. In sporangia, spore mother cells undergo meiosis to form spores. That means, see, this sporangia, this spore mother cells, this is also diploid in condition, so it is known as diploid spore mother cell. When this spore mother cell undergoes meiosis, tetrad of spores, that means four spores are seen with haploid condition. Single N means haploid. Mentioning this diploid and haploid is very much important while writing the life cycle. Okay. These spores on germination, they gives rise to gametophyte, or it is also known as Prothalis. Gametophyte is also known as Prothalis. This as well as this gametophyte bears male and female reproductive organs Antheridia and Archegonia. Antheridia is male reproductive organ and Archegonia is female reproductive organ. Antheridia releases male gamete and Archegonia releases female gamete. Male gamete is biflagellate or biciliate sperms and female gamete is egg cell. So these both fertilize or fuse to form zygote. Zygote is diploid in condition. I forgot to mention here, you please write it down. And zygote on development, it converts into embryo, and that embryo again embryo develops into sporophyte, which is a diploid plant body, and the gametophyte is haploid plant body. For these two we see alternation of generations. Okay, let me give you the notes. You can take these pictures. See, this is the first page. General characteristics of Pteridophytes. This is the first page. And this is the second page. This is the third page. Okay. This is the final page. Due to lack of space, I have written in this way, but life cycle, it is better to write in a single page in this manner. I mean in a round. Okay. That's it, guys. Thank you, guys. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Sushruta. Bye bye, guys. Let's meet you in the next video.